Hello and welcome back. Now let us add our seller controller files. So the first one I'll start with is the create.ts. So for the seller it will be create.ts. Okay, let me just check something. Okay, so create.ts, and then here let's just create the first this will just have one method const. I'll call it seller async request of type request, response of type response, and then promise of type void. Okay, the first thing is we need to validate. Remember, we already have our schemes. Okay, so we need to validate with these seller schemes. Let's copy one we already added. So let me go to my sign up. So we need this. Yes, so you can copy this part. Okay, so that is what we are going to paste right here, but instead we are going to use the seller schema. Okay, so this will be seller schema, and then let's import what we need. Okay, so we have the request and the response, and here it will be create seller method error. Okay, so if there's an error with the validation, we send this to the client. And now const, we want to check if seller exists. It will be of type iSeller document or null. It's going to be await get seller by email. Okay, and then we want to get the email from request.body.email. okay, and then we do the condition. If it returns a document, that means the seller already exists, then we throw an error. Okay, so here is, I'll pass the message seller already exists. Okay, I can say go to your account page to update. Okay, this is just a message I want to display. You can add your own custom message. Now if there is no seller, then we want to proceed. Let me construct the seller document. Okay, so here is just an object, contains the profile ID. We are getting all, you can see we are getting all from request.body. Okay, so we are getting all from request.body, and then full name, username, and all of these other properties. Okay, so this is the seller, and then all we just need to do is const created seller of type iSeller documents equal to await creates seller, and then we'll pass in seller. This is very easy. Now if we go to this create seller, you can see here, once we create the seller, we also update this buyer property. Okay, and then down here I can call res.status and then status codes dot created, because we are creating a content JSON, and then I'll pass the message. I'll say seller created successfully. Okay, and then I'll pass the seller object. So this will be created seller. Okay, so the next thing is to export. Okay, so the next thing is for us to export. Let us create the update controller because it looks similar to what we have here already. So I'll say update.ts. Okay, so here I'll copy the content of this create, and then I'll add it to update. Okay, so seller. Okay, here is going to be update seller, and we don't need to check if the seller exists. Okay, and here for the seller documents, the two properties we don't want to update are the username and the email. Okay, so the username and the email properties. Now this just reminded me of something. Let's check our scheme, or rather let's check the models. Okay, here. Now if you notice, okay, if you notice, we added the username as a string, the email as a string as well, and then we added them here as well. Now this is this makes sense. This approach makes sense if and only if the users in your applications, once they create their username and their emails, they will not be able to update. Okay, so this that is the approach I'm using. So once if the plan is that once they create a username and an email, they will not be able to update throughout the lifetime of them using your application. Okay, then this approach makes sense. Okay, now the reason why I added the username and the email right here is because I'm using this approach. Once they create their username and their email, they will not be able to update them. But for cases whereby in your application, users can have the option of updating or changing their usernames or their emails, okay, then I don't think this approach will make sense. Okay, because if they use it multiple times right here, it will probably like be a challenge if they update their username or update their emails in the different collections. You have to look for where they were updated in different collections and then update it. Then it doesn't make sense that way. So if you plan on creating an application whereby the usernames can be updated later once they are created, or the email, then this approach will not be good. What you can do is you create a separate collection, okay, and then you reference the username and the email in wherever or whatever collection you need to use them. Okay, so for example, you can create a separate collections to add usernames and email, and then here you just reference the username and the email. So if you update the collection, it will reflect in all the other collections or documents where the username and emails are used. I just remembered this now and decided to point it out. Okay, so the reason why I added this is because users will not be able to update their username and email. Okay, so here once we remove the username and email, every other thing will remain the same. And then here I will just change this to update seller, and then import it, and this will be updated seller. Okay, updates, and let's see, this will be okay. This needs two properties. So the first one will be request.params.seller ID. Okay, seller ID. Okay, request.params.seller ID. Now let's remove what we don't need. Okay, so here now we have the create method and the updates method. Let's go ahead and add our route. So go to the route folder. I'll create a file called seller.ts. okay, and then I'll copy this, paste it here. Okay, I'll change this to seller routes. We need, for now, we need only two routes. Okay, I don't need this, I can take it out. So the first one is the create. Now if you notice, this is seller, and here the method is called seller as well. So there's going to be a kind of a conflict. So what we can do, I can call this update seller. Okay, there's a function called update seller as well. Maybe I will just leave it as seller. Okay, and then create. There's a method called create seller as well. Okay, so we can still use it, but what I will do, let me import this. Okay, from create controller and then import it also from updates. But now you can see that there's a conflict with this. This is going to be ID / seller ID, and then this is going to be a post. This is going to be a put. Okay, no, this is going to be create, and then this is going to be :seller ID. Okay, now you can see there is a conflict here. So what we can do is just rename this. So this first one, I'll rename it as create seller. Okay, I'm importing it as seller, but I'm renaming it as create seller, and this will be update seller. Okay, so right here, so this one, the first one is a post and the other one is a put. Now we can go ahead and use this in the main route file. Remove the placeholder and then import this. So this is going to be at users. So now we have at least the create method, or the seller create method, and the update method.